I'm a raised garden bed gardener, and I usually grow my cucumbers on this corner of my garden bed because it just gets that right amount of sun and shade where it doesn't scorch it. But my trellis is on this side, and so it's just hard to vine them every year to go up the trellis. This 50-inch tall garden trellis was gifted to me by the brand, and we'll unbox it together and put it together, and we'll see how well it goes on that corner. Something to note about this product is that it's made with this high quality metal on here, and the coating on here enables it to be rust resistant. I live in an area where there's lots of rain, and I needed something that was not only rust resistant but just UV proof as well, because I also get a lot of sun on this side of the yard. And also the hinges are very sturdy. Something to keep in mind is that the corner will only bend on one side, so it will not go the other way if you accidentally build your trellis this way. So keep that in mind. The hinges are super strong and durable, and that is where it will go on the ground in the garden bed or wherever you're planting. So they stand out from the others because of the shape right here, and it's just perfect for sticking it into your soil, whether you have clay soil or just normal garden soil. And I just want you to know how sturdy this is. Usually trellises, you should be able to, especially like chicken wire and whatnot, those trellises you should be able to bend. This is just so much sturdier. So this can hold your squashes, your cucumbers, your tomatoes. This trellis product comes with 2 trellises that you can make, and you can decide what height you want. So there should be 2 tops. Okay, you just double check that they go the right way. Then you have 2 sets of stakes that go on the very bottom where it goes into the soil. Now these pieces are the inside pieces, and they are the same. So if you want one shorter, then you just put an extra one to the other side. So like the first one will have 3 frames and the other one will have 4 frames. And so that's how you get several sizes. This product included some non-slip gloves to protect your hands while you are working with this, and I love that the grips that come with these, such great quality gloves. And it's great. I have long nails, well done, but the thick material on here is just so good on protecting my hands while I work on this project. Something I want to bring to attention is that the brand thought through to add in black screws and nuts, and I think that is so important because some other gardening products I've gotten where the nuts and bolts just don't match the actual product, and I'm glad that they're black just like the rest of the product. Okay, you take one of these screws and you put it in here on one of the edges, and it should come out right over here. And then you take the nut and you screw it in. And then you take a screwdriver and you just tighten it. That way it will be secure and no gaps. And then you flip, and then you do the other side, and then do it until the height reaches the level that you want. Even with all of the trellises built, I still have some nuts and screws left over, which is always nice when the brand leaves extra ones just in case you lose them. You never know where they might fall in, but you've got extras, screws and nuts. So now I can use these trellises and put them into my garden beds. It's been a very rainy, wet season, so they go in just so smooth, so well. You can position them and take them out in any way you want. I really like how they go really, so if I wanted it to go over my garden bed, it could do that. And not necessarily be in my garden bed either, but if I wanted them also in the soil of my garden, they could also do that. Just really sturdy garden bed trellises. So here's a closer look at how well they're sitting in my soil. Right over here, and they just go in so smooth and come out just as smooth, and with the second one as well, they can go in pretty deep. Really like how sturdy this wire is. Can hold all of your vegetables. I usually have beans and cucumbers growing together, and it can also be spread out or kept very thin as well. Really like how these hinges are very secure.